Good morning, students of class ninth. We are meeting a long time. I hope that you all are safe at your homes. And we were on the ending point of the first chapter of your history because it is a long chapter. And today we will be discussing the state of women in the French society, that how the women were treated, or what was the condition of the women in the French society during the time when the French Revolution was taking place, right? Means in the 18th century, right? See, women and the French Revolution. Let us first understand the state of women in the French society in the late 18th century to understand the role of the French Revolution, their role in the French Revolution. Now let us discuss the state of the women. Traditionally, women in French society were homemakers. Women of the affluent class could get an education in convents and thereafter be married off, right? Means in the French society also the women were also classified on the basis of classes, and the women of the upper class, right, they used to get what? Education. They were the one getting education, right, and they were getting education in the convent schools, means in the upper class schools, in the convent schools. After that, middle class and common class did not get an education and were expected to manage the household chores, right? Means the middle class women, they did not get education. For them, education was not there. Education was not there for them. They were expected to maintain the house, right? They were basically homemakers, and they were expected to do those works only that were of a homemaker, right? They, the middle class and the common class, did not get an education and were expected to manage the household chores. They had to fetch water, food, cook, cook food, queue up for bread, tend to children, and so on, right? Means the women who were of middle class were taught that how they should do only the household work, like fetching the water from the well, right, cooking food. They used to queue up for bread, they used to make a line for bread and fight for the breads, right? Some women also earned the bread, sold flowers, fruit, vegetables, and worked as domestic help, right? Means they were also ladies who used to work, but they were very, very rare ladies who used to work. And what they used to do, they used to sell flowers, they used to sell vegetables, or they used to help as a house help. Women in France did not have the right to vote or to be elected, right? Now from this point we will learn that what were their rights, what were their issues, right? So the women in France were not given a right to vote, not given a right to vote. Means in the French society the women were not having a right to vote, not before the absolute monarchy and not after the constitutional monarchy, not in the constitutional monarchy also, right? The women were not allowed to have a vote. They didn't have a right to vote. So what happened? Their wages were not equal to those of men, and they could not get training for their jobs. So what was their rights, right? What were the demands for the women? Let us understand that. Women take an active part in the revolution. They found political clubs, and the most important of these clubs was the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women, right? It is the important name and you should remember this. It was the Society of Revolutionaries and Republican women. Okay. So this was a society that was formed by the women in the French society. Their major demands were, first of all, the demand of the women were, they were demanding for a right to vote. Okay, the first and foremost demand was the right to vote. The second demand that they had was a right to be elected to the assembly, means they wanted that they should also become a member of the election, right? So they also want the right to be elected. They want that they should also contest elections, they should be allowed to take parts in the elections, and they were the demand for the women. The right to hold public office, they also had a right to hold public office, right? So these were the demands of the women in the French society. They took an active part in the revolutionary activities and supported the cause. Olympe de Gouges was one of such political active women who protested against the declaration of the tennis court rights of men and citizens. She fought to change it as she felt that the women had been excluded from the declaration. She composed another declaration titled Right of Women and Citizens in 1791 and addressed it to the National Assembly. Right now, there is an important discussion about a woman called by the name of Olympe de Gauss. Right, it was Olympe Gauges. Now there was a woman named there was a lady named by the de Causes, and she was a very politically acknowledged person, right? So what happened? She was one of the political active women, and she also took part in the tennis court, or which was also known as the resolution of the tennis court. Right? You must have learned, or you must have remembered that we have discussed about the revolution of the tennis court, right? And there were men who were gathered in the tennis court, and they demanded that they will frame the constitution there only of the France, right? And they were belonging to the third estate. So or was one such politically active women who vehemently protested against the declaration of the tennis court right of men and citizens. She was against the declaration that was made in the tennis court because she was against that because she thought that a declaration that was made was against the women. Right, the declaration was against women. That was her thinking. Right. So she was against the declaration that was made in the tennis court, and and she also composed another declaration that was named as Right of Women and Citizens in 1791. She was the one who made another declaration, and in 1791, which was named that the Rights of Women and Citizens. Right, it was a declaration that was named that it contains the rights of the women and citizens, because the declaration of the tennis court had the name of the rights of the men and citizens, and she thought that only the rights of the men are considered in it, the rights of the women are ignored by the men. So in 1791 she made a new declaration, and which was named after the rights of the women and citizens, and she addressed it to the National Assembly of France and also to the Queen with a request that they should act upon the same. She was executed later by the Jacobins due to her protest against the reign of the terror and closing down of the women's club. right? And we have also learned about Jacobins in the previous video. If you want, then you can go and watch it there. That Jacobins were of very hardline thinking. They thought that anyone who is against them should be executed, and they used a machine for that, and that was known as guillotine. Right? They used a machine which was known as guillotine, and with the help of that, they used to execute people. And she was also executed. Olympe de Gouges was also executed by the guillotine by the Jacobins. Okay. The revolutionary government introduced certain laws which aimed to improve the condition of the women. They took steps like some state schools were opened for women, schooling was made compulsory for all, women had the right to marry at their own will, marriage was made into a contract entered into freely registered under civil code, divorce was made legal and could be applied for by both men and women. Women were also allowed to train for jobs and could become artists or run school or run small businesses. Okay. And in the following point, you must have heard that the voting right that was a demand for women was not fulfilled. Right. However, voting right was not given to women, and they continued to fight for equality. They fought a prolonged battle for about 200 years through an international suffrage movement until they finally got the voting right in 1946. This year is very important, 1946, because it is the year in which the women of France finally got their voting rights. Okay, so I hope students you would have understood that what was the condition of women in the French society and how they were ill treated. They were not given voting rights for many times, and even a women who used to raise voice was executed, right, by Jacobins. So we will meet in the next video, and will end with this video. Our first chapter of history, which is a very long chapter, is complete. Okay, and in the next video we will take a chapter of geography, the second chapter for geography. So till then, stay at your homes and stay safe. Thank you.